Good morning, gamers. I'm going to be doing some Infinite Craft today. But first, let me see if I can get the chat up and running. I forget how I got it working last time. I want to say it was another window source. Here we go. And then I use this, and I configure this so it does not look like I'm chatting. How do I? There we go. And then maybe crop it. Still learning a little bit about how to effectively live stream on YouTube, but little by little, I guess. Surprised there's no cropping, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Anyways. On to some fun Infinite Craft today. So I got a recent comment, I think it was on a YouTube short, I want to say about like a week and a half ago almost, where somebody asked me if I could try to get to Evangelion. And if you're not familiar with what Evangelion is, it is a old, I want to say 90s anime, and I am an anime enjoyer, so I thought it'd be something fun to do. And since I have done math and Infinite Craft before, I thought, okay, let's see if we could get from the basics of Infinite Craft, get back to math, and then get from math to Evangelion. And that's what I'm going to try to do today. So to get us started, the first goal is to get to math, and luckily I still kind of remember it. I'm going to go through the human to book to school path, and then I forget how I got to math specifically, but I have a general idea of how I'm going to get there. We'll just make the chat a little bit smaller. I really wish there was a way I could crop this and just change it. I feel like it's kind of hard to see anybody typing in chat. I'll be Googling Gary and search it up really fast. Edit transform window. Let's see. Ah, I see that. Nope. Ooh, not really what I'm trying to go for either. Never mind. Crop. There we go. Gonna crop the right a bit. Maybe a little bit more than that. Nope. Maybe it's holding down control to do it. Nope. Maybe shift. Nope. Let's just increase this. Maybe 100. Uh-huh. That's a pretty good size for a crop. And let's also crop out the bottom. I should have handled this beforehand, but I was a little slow today. Unfortunately, I ordered a new office chair because I recently moved. And I was looking around for that because arrive. It should have arrived yesterday with Amazon. But when I got home from work yesterday, it was not here. I have no idea where it went, but I kind of need an office chair for my room. I'm a little disappointed, but, you know, it's okay. But that's why I was a little late to getting started today, because I was walking around trying to see if, you know, maybe it got sent to a different door. No luck. No luck at all. Alright, now chat's a little bit better. Alright, first goal. Let's get human, and then math, and then Evangelion. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so if I remember correctly, to get human, we want dust, and I think it's wind and fire, smoke and earth? No. Maybe fire and earth? Nope. Maybe wind and earth? Dust, and then now we need life. I think earth and dust gives us planet. Planet and water, no. How do we get life? I want to say dust and earth? No. Dust and planet? Wind and planet? It's a storm. Earth plus planet is moon. Dust and moon. I'm trying to remember how to get to Mars. I'm imagining it's going to be like planet and something else. Planet and ocean's probably just Earth. Earth plus fire. Dust plus wind. Sandstorm? Maybe, I think this maybe was sandstorm? No. Maybe dune plus Earth? Sand and planet? Nope, just desert. I feel like sandstorm was the correct path. Maybe sandstorm and planet? Okay, we have Mars. I think Mars and planet. Mars and wind. Gives us dust. Mars and Earth. Life. Okay. And then from life, if we do life and dust, we have human. Perfect. Now from human, we need to get to... let me get that out of the... that. From human, we need to get to math. And to get to math, we need books, so we can get to school. To get to books, we need, like, plants. So maybe... that's fish. I think fish plus fish gave us something. We want life and wind. It's a breeze. How would we get plants here? When I think of plants, I think of roots, I think of planting, I think of food. It definitely has life. Maybe double life. Rebirth? Life and earth might give us human. Oh, I didn't know there was another path to human. What about human and life and angel? I did this once, but I just can't remember how I got to it. A plant. Where can we get plants from? We can get them from seeds, from garden. We can get them from the store too. You can buy plants at like Walmart. But there's a super basic way of getting like plant or tree. Maybe if I could get forest. Earth plus volcano? Earth plus stone. Plus stone I think is like boulder. Mountain and life? A Yeti? No, I do not want a Yeti. That is not the direction I'm trying to go. Wasting my time here, but... Abominable Snowman. It's my favorite character from Monsters, Inc. Okay. Life. Plants. can't think of how you would get plants here. Tree, paper. Is there another way of getting paper? Oh, it was water and earth. Duh. Okay, now that we have plant, maybe we can combine it with life. We get a tree. 2 trees will get us a forest. That's not what I wanted. Wood. I think, what is it? 2 wood gives us paper. Wood and tree gives us paper. And 2 paper gives us book. Awesome, a library. What was it? 2 books gives us a bookshelf. 2 bookshelves is a library and a book is knowledge. I think a human and a library gives us a student. Nice. We're getting close to math. So we have student. I forget what that final step was to get it. I think it was like pi. But getting to pi was also like kind of not easy. I think we had to get circle, and that was like degree plus human. So let's try like human and student. It's a teacher, school. Okay. So these are the cores of getting math. We're doing pretty well so far. Fairly fast for this stream. Oh, my chat's not working. What the heck? Thanks for that call out. I wonder why that wasn't working. Huh. Let me see if I can just pop it up here and if it'll do better. Thank you for letting me know. I was not paying attention, I'm so sorry. I can't say I've ever found angel, gay, fascist, but that is a pretty interesting combination. Don't worry that I only have 2 people watching. Some people will drop in, some people will come out. It's a over time thing. As long as there's at least 1 person watching, I'm happy enough to do this. And maybe more people will join. Okay. So we have school. I need to get to degree. Is there any more in chat that I'm not seeing? No, it looks fine. Okay. Thank you again for catching that. Okay, school, student, maybe like double school to get college or university, yeah. College, and then human, student plus college, professor, university and student. There's a graduate, graduate and university. I am a graduate student. Unfortunately, I do not care about doctors here. Let me reorganize this. Let me also give us some more space to work with. I was way too zoomed in. Okay. Degree. It's probably going to be university. What's 2 graduates? Let me try getting college again. That gives us library. Human plus university. School plus university. There's a college. And I want to say college and college, college and human. I think the way I got like degree was from, I think that was pi in school. School, plus student is teacher. What about school and college? Kind of repeated. College and library. Book and student. Study. We do have to study subjects. So maybe exam. Exam in school. Stress. Very true. What about student and stress? Stress and exam. Fail. Fail and student is probably dropout. Uh-huh. And then dropout. I remember this was one of my favorite moments. I think it was dropout in college. It's billionaire. And then billionaire and dropout. Steve Jobs. Yeah. Where's Bill Gates? I want Bill Gates. Billionaire in university. Harvard. So true. Billionaire in Harvard. Trump. Oh, they changed the icon. If I remember correctly, the Trump icon before was the poop emoji. Twitter. Examine Twitter. Fail in Twitter. Fail whale. Stress and exam. Double fail. Epic fail. Epic stress. F. What about school and F? Fool. What about just school and a dropout? It's college. School and billionaire. I'm kind of like in a loop because I don't remember how I got... I don't remember the specific of how I got math. I do know I have a lot of the core ideas though. Maybe knowledge in school? Rip to school. Where'd it go? No, it just gives us university. Indeed it is. Critics, indeed it is. I'm glad to have you here. But let me know if I'm saying your name correctly too. I don't want to get that wrong. It was like 2 weeks ago that I did the Infinite Craft stream, and I cannot remember for the life of me how I got specifically to math. Funnily enough, I just finished editing that video too, like a couple days ago. I swear it was like Mathlete plus school. But how did I even get to Mathlete? I feel like study is a good one. No, give me pass back. Pass, fail. Diploma? Can I get degree? Student with a diploma? Student that passes? Oh, maybe graduate plus paper. Because a graduate with a paper would imply a diploma. Wait. Maybe that's not what I'm thinking. Ah. So would it be critical? That makes sense. That makes sense. Instead of the X sound, it's Z. Okay, we have paper and graduate. Diploma, graduation. Student and paper, homework. Student and homework, stress, homework and stress, explosion. What about graduate and paper, university and diploma? Got a lot of repeats on here. Human and exam? Human and study. As a scientist, okay. Scientist can maybe get us a subject. Because we have... Shoot. We have like the idea of subject somewhere. A pass in science or pass experiment. Oh, Ixil. Critigzil? 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 Reminds me of Yggdrasil, if that's how you even say it. From Norse mythology? Student and science is an experiment. Student and experiment. Science. Homework in science? Book in science? It's a theory. Study and science. Is research. How about school and research? That makes sense. No, I need school back. School and science. This is chemistry. What about school and stress? That's a pretty common thing. School and exam. No info. I know we can get degree from like graduated students. I forget what I combined it with though. Maybe pass and graduate. Diploma is so close to degree. Student plus diploma. I did get a concept earlier. Like knowledge. I don't want to cheat and just go back to how I got math originally. I don't want to have to look through that video. There's got to be a better way. School is the easiest one. School plus pi. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to figure out how to even get pi. A circle would be easy. Pi. Okay. Student. Let me just clean up the board. Circumference over diameter will work. Yeah. It's like the issue with like getting the math concepts is that you already need to have some math ideas in order to get them. But in order to get the math ideas, you need to have math or have gotten to them some other way. So it's like a little bit of a roundabout way. I could try doing like tree and study because trees are a math subject. Just gives us a book. Just going up the chain, minute loops. Maybe planet and study will give us something cool. Astronomy. That is a cool field. And then if we do school, maybe we get the subject for astronomy. Just university, astronomy and university. Astrology. Not really what I'm going for. Do you mean like the word huge abomination of sea animals or just a ton of them? Oh. Mermaid, fish, shark, megalodon. That is an abomination. That is certainly an abomination. Only thing it's missing is like a dolphin, stingray, orca. Squid. Astrology and students should not be that. Study a telescope. Okay. We got space, but that doesn't really give us a good subject. School plus exam would imply something, but it's not getting us the information we want. Maybe number, but the concept of number is like not the easiest thing to get to. Maybe school and epic fail. Study and epic fail. Just an exam. PhD! Oh! I didn't get this last time. That is just wrong. PhDs are not doctors. Well, that is incorrect. What's incorrect is what I just said. PhDs are they are doctors, but they're not MDs, which is a little confusing. I know some people get hung up on that. I'm getting stuck in a circle of nothingness. Ooh. That does sound pretty cool. I wish... I'm one of these people that I think that because I enjoy where my life is right now, I don't regret anything of where it took me to get to where I am. Because in order for me to regret and want to change things, that means I wouldn't have met the people I have met, I wouldn't have met my fiance, and I wouldn't have had the friends or opportunities I have now. But I think if I could redo things, I would have loved to have gone to a specialized high school in math and science. I don't know how different my life would have been, but I think it would have been very fun. Like, there were kids when I was in high school, and I was part of Mu Alpha Theta for a little bit, which if you're not familiar with it, it's like a math competition here in the United States. It's like a math competition / club. And I would see kids that went to specialized high schools just for like really insane math, and they had classes just for that. And I found that really cool. And I wish I could have experienced that. But no regrets for where I am now. No regrets. Pluto. Plutonium bomb? Don't I have explosion? This has nothing to do with math. Legalize nuclear bombs. Big Bang. Pog. We're back to God, universe, and Big Bang. Just like last time. Just like last time. Yes. I'll keep him there. Oop. We are stuck in the loop. We are stuck in the loop where I just combine things and make no progress. I almost need to get like a piece of paper and plan this out. So if you really think about this, what is math? Yeah, it was the same for me growing up. It was the same for me. I was really good at math after middle school. I was never really good at reading. I struggled with like grammar and like reading comprehension compared to math at least. And I love science, but for me math just makes sense. I never really struggled in it. Yeah, I do agree. Language plus universe. Language plus universe. But then how do I get language? I do have universe. Maybe human. If I could get sound and human, I might be able to get like language. What is sound waves though? How would I get that? Wind and universe, maybe? Galaxy. Study alien? Study UFOs? What about study the universe? Oh, you're right, stuck back in this. Student. I got rid of student accidentally. Let me get bro back. Student and PhD, professor, human and student. It's a teacher. What about library and knowledge? Bookshelf and book, library and library, library and bookshelf. In the infinite loop. Genius. Genius and PhD. I wish my professors were geniuses. Okay, we have Einstein. Double genius, Einstein genius. Student in theory. No. Yeah, I have a friend who he went to school in India, and I met him for graduate school this past year. And he was doing like differential equations in like what is equivalent to 11th grade, like Calc 3 level stuff in 11th and 12th grade, DiffEq, and just a bunch of other math. I was like, what? Here in America, like most students don't even get to calc in high school. They like stop at pre-calculus, or they stop at like whatever we call algebra for like college readiness, or algebra for work readiness. In other countries, it's like the baseline, which is really insane. I wouldn't be surprised if like in some places that you have even younger students like learning algebra. Author. I am unfortunately trapped. Okay, so what I can at least do, this is what I like to do when I'm working or programming or working on math. I can't solve this problem right now, but maybe if I try working on a different side of this, I can figure out, I can get some useful information, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to clear this for now. Well, I don't want to get rid of the top. I'm just going to randomly combine. Yeah, around 8th grade is when I started learning algebra. For me, I think 6th grade, I forget what class it was specifically. They had a name for it, but it wasn't pre-algebra. I took pre-algebra in 7th grade, and then in 8th grade I had algebra. I agree. Algebra it's when math starts to get fun and actually be meaningful. Prior to that, it's like you're just learning all these rules for no reason. Then in algebra, it's like the puzzle solving begins. I was like, oh, given this and this, try to find this. You're putting jigsaw pieces together and you're doing all this cool stuff. I can barely remember what type of math I did in like pre-middle school before algebra, and then in elementary school. It was really just learning how to add, divide, subtract, and multiply. And then fractions and percentages, which are useful. And it's kind of funny, like the further up in math you go, you realize like, oh wait, we have people doing research in math on what if we don't add, subtract, multiply, and what if we have all these different operations and these different groups. It's funny. You get to like unlearn a lot of rules as you go higher and higher. Okay, so the other chunk of this is to get Japan in anime, which shouldn't be too hard, because if I can just get country, then I should be able to get Japan pretty easy with like sushi and already have fish. So So let's do fish first. Fish and fish is shark, fish and shark. Maybe fish and life. What would sushi look like on this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the famous don't mess this up formula. A plus b squared is not a squared plus b squared. It's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Yeah. And it becomes pretty important later on, especially when you're working with like parabolas and quadratics. But a lot of the stuff you're taught in early math, it's not explained until later. Like my best example of this is if you know the formula for the vertex of a quadratic or parabola, it's negative b over 2a, but it's kind of just given to you like, oh hey, you need to know this. They don't explain where it comes from. And I remember my algebra teacher saying, oh, it comes from calculus, but you'll learn that later. And it's just like when the derivative of a parabola is equal to 0. But you have to like increase, you need to progress through math in order to learn the reasoning for why formulas are taught to you at lower levels. Other stuff that blew my mind was like when you're doing integration, you get the equations for areas of shapes, which is very cool. But a lot of people never get to see that because they never go high enough. They never go high up in math enough to see what the basis of the math they learned earlier was. It's unfortunate. Take your time, little by little. Just takes a little bit of practice every day. Algebra took me a little while. I did well in 8th grade, but then I had to really handle it when I got into Algebra 2 in high school. Volcano and earth. Lava and water. Boulder and earth. Huh. I didn't know that factorials were grade 12. They are a pretty important concept. And so are binomial coefficients. I can't say I learned that too well. Yeah, learning more advanced topics, factorials, binomial coefficient stats, calc, it really is when math starts to get really fun. And then the next step from there is proofs, which I'm not sure if you've been there yet, but I really love proofs. Obsidian. We're gonna make another portal? What am I doing? What am I cooking here? Asteroid and Earth? Will it give me extinction event? Extinction event? Extinction event? I'm sorry. Google must be a little laggy right now. How do we get continent and get country? Well, a country is on land, and land is like water and like a volcano. That gives us stone. Maybe stone and earth is a rock. Mountain and earth is a volcano. Boulder and earth, just mountain. What about two mountain? Mountain range. There's a good set of calculus explained videos out there. Yeah, calculus is like the rate at which something changes. So a lot of it's like finding the slope of a line, but then when you have things that aren't linear, like a quadratic, It's if you could get a line that's parallel to a point on the quadratic, what is the slope of that line? So if you were to get the vertex of a quadratic and then you were to draw a line that's horizontal to that vertex, it would have a slope of 0. So calculus is just finding the infinitesimally small changes at a specific point in a function. If that makes any sense. It took me a while to understand that. Also, my music died. Let me go put it on again. There we go. So, why are we struggling to find a country here? Mountain range. If you could map out, oh, you're right. This looks like, I guess like as it gets closer, it draws out the lines now. It used to not do it super close. Let's see. Just randomly combining things really helps. Okay, I'll do it with cave. And I'll disconnect it from... Oh, but it's doing it to the dots too. This music, I think it's just general lo-fi music. I would put on video game music if I wasn't afraid of getting copywritten or copy striked. Oh, are you just talking about the music from Celeste in general? I've only listened to one song written by the composer from Celeste, and that's, I think, Pig Step in Minecraft. I've not listened to the... Well, no, I've listened to some more of the Celeste soundtrack. I've listened to a handful. I think like the intro theme, and then... like the final boss theme? It is very well composed. Very, very, very good composition. I wonder maybe like ocean and lava? Just gives a stone. Island! Yeah, I hear ya, I hear ya. I'm sorry to have disappointed you in thinking that I was using good music. Oh. The specific like sound effect. I got Hawaii, but that's not really what I wanted. Not really. Wait, volcano plus island. Isn't that Japan? No. Thinking Bahamas. I used to live really close to the Bahamas. I actually went there twice. It's height. Island? How does one get sushi? I have fish. A fish and... You don't cook sushi. Fish and... What's fire and fire? Cannonball. Oh, what? Why would you come? That does not make any sense. Because you don't cook sushi. It should be fire and fish, but maybe it's like the concept of killing a fish. I don't know. Okay, then sushi in Hawaii maybe will give me Japan. Nope, just gives me poke bowls. Unfortunately, something I cannot enjoy because I am allergic to like quite a lot of seafood. I'm allergic to like shellfish, and I just avoid fish because I hate the taste. So I cannot eat poke bowls. Oh, but I have island. Island and sushi would probably give me Japan. Okay. Now that we have Japan, I wonder what sea in Japan. Sea of Japan? It just gives a tsunami. It sucks a little bit, but the one thing I do miss. I remember when I was little, I visited family and they had shrimp. I love fried shrimp. I love the taste of shrimp. I cannot have shrimp because I am very allergic to shrimp and it will give me gastritis, unfortunately. That is the one thing that does suck. And what's even worse is so much food has shellfish contamination, so I have to always be careful. And I think at some point in December, like a couple months ago, I had accidentally eaten something that had contamination with shellfish, and I just had an awful like hives and allergic reaction all across my body. Not fun. But I'm here now. There are other things that can make me happy besides sushi. Like Indian food. Indian food, oh man, I love Indian food. Okay, now that we have Japan, we need to use Japan in order to get Evangelion. It would be cheating if I used something else to get Evangelion. I use math and Japan. So now I have to go back to try to get math, which is... may not be the easiest. So if we want Japan... Well, we have Japan, sorry. If we want... Math, pie, food, plant, forests. We do have book, library, and bookshelf, student, teacher, school, university, college, study. These are probably going to be the most useful. Homework, maybe? I wonder what homework in Japan gives us. Just homework. Tokyo seems to be Tokyo University. Nice. Nobel Prize? Wonder if I can get something specific to a Nobel Prize in Japan. Yuichiro. Oh. Accident. Nobel Prize in Physics. Yukawa. Higgs boson. That's very specific. Mass. These are very physics related. Let's see if I can Oh, I was confused for a second. Like, why does mass plus book give us the Bible? It's Catholic mass. A crowd. Okay, so even though this was related to physics, it has multiple connections to other words, so we can use this for other things. Probably not math, though. Unless we want to do like Nobel Prize in Physics plus mass. Mass plus, well, rip mass. Theory of relativity. Singularity, okay, okay. Nobel Prize in Physics on singularity. Just a Nobel Prize in Physics. Class? Maybe student in class? Library in class? I don't have a Discord that is for this account, but I will probably be making one at some point. I have a personal one, but that one I think I'll probably keep separate. But I was thinking today of making a general Discord for light blue and lavender. If you get back to me in a few days, I will probably have it ready. And then I'll just start having that up so people can start chatting with me on Discord. But I think it would be best if I have a division between personal and between this account. I don't want to get doxxed, you know? If I ever did get doxxed, I think that would be the death of this YouTube channel. So I'm trying to avoid any risk right now. A job and a student? An intern? Just not gonna get us to math. Pi. Circle. I agree, and I'm glad you think it's chill. It makes me happy that people enjoy this channel. A month or 2 months ago when I first started it, I was wondering if maybe people would just like the SAT content, but quite a few people have come in and said, yeah, this is chill, it's relaxing. I've been told I have a very nice voice, which is interesting, and that I help put people to sleep. In a good way, I guess. Pass in job, unemployment, depression. I wonder what depression and stress is. I hope so, maybe. I have a couple of ideas. I don't think I could ever make as quality animation, but I have some video ideas of merging a lot of math concept with video games. I have two I have cooked up in the background. One of them is on infinity in Minecraft and discussing sizes of infinity, using Minecraft as a template. And then the other one is, I have one for Lethal Company that's set theory, and using the basics of Lethal Company to make some basic set theory questions. And then I have one more on Minecraft and noise generation, randomization, and why we have glitches at really big number values. And I have those 3 ideas in my head, but I have to write scripts out and I'd have to edit them, and it's just a little daunting. But I know if I were to sit down and actually do it, it'd be possible. It's just it's hard to break up into pieces. Just writing the script is hard. But once I have it written, it's pretty easy to get it out. Yeah, floating point errors, number overflow, underflow. That tends to be it. Yeah. Like you walk around and just collect coins. I remember back in my early days of undergrad. There was a running game or a running simulator on Roblox. You ran around, it increased your speed as you collected coins, and it would keep collect them faster. It would keep collecting them faster and faster. Career. Yeah, overflow and underflow. I think that's what causes the farlands in Minecraft. And it can... I've never seen it crash a game, but it does a lot of really cool stuff. I'm sure a lot of the famous Nintendo glitches... this is speculation on my part, because I haven't verified this, but I think the Mario 64 glitch where you can literally teleport across dimensions is probably an overflow error. Negative 92 quadrillion. That is a pretty small... It's a pretty big small number, pretty big negative number. Well, thank you for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful meal. Maybe I will find how to get math soon. For sure, for sure. Thanks for dropping by. In the meanwhile, since someone's watching, I'm gonna go cheat and figure out how I got math last time. Nobody will know. Let's see. Pretty sure it was pi. Okay. Ooh, this is just taking me to my old stream. It was school and pi. But how did I even get pi? I think I just had it already. Welcome, R. Welcome. How do I get pi? It seems like in my old stream I got it after Zombie and 3 Hackademic. So maybe I can just make my way back there. Pi... If I had numbers, maybe I could get it. I might be able to get it from 911 and just combining it until I get the right number. How did I get pi? Ugh, I think last time I was just super lucky. Might be harder than I remember. Okay. We have school. In theory, it shouldn't be that hard to try to get math. If I can get a math topic, maybe it would be easier. How did I get degree? I could just combine stuff randomly and hope. I'll keep Japan on the board and I'll just go for it. Nice. Cool. Demolition. Alfred Nobel. Okay. Higgs boson. Oh, wait. I can get count. Because 2 vampires... How do I get Dracula? Dracula and Dracula is count. No, what? They got rid of that? Give me count back. Dracula. Okay, Dracula maybe human. No, that was like the easiest path into numbers. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Maybe there's a different way. Blood bank. From unemployment and Dracula. Hey, what about a depressed Dracula? Depressed Dracula. Just a vampire. Twilight. A depressed vampire is Twilight. Okay. Makes sense. Fail and school. Samurai. I have no idea what that word is, and I do not want to know. A katana is a type of knife, or a type of weapon. Not really what I'm looking for. Math. I feel like a lot of these combinations were changed. I'm not getting what I used to get. Okay, I might as well go down the island. Get some New York in here. Easter Island. I'm not sure how we're getting this. Okay. I see. Hell's Kitchen. Egghead. Now it's just yelling at me. 2 eggs is a bird. We got penguins. Not related to math at all. Maybe with school-related themes in Einstein we can get something like student and Einstein. School and genius. Nope. School and knowledge. Genius and university. Hawking. No, nope. Book and genius. Book and Einstein. Library in theory. My heart is shattering. I can't believe I thought the easy part was getting math. I didn't think the hard part would be getting math again. It did take me about an hour and a half last time though. I think school and science was just chemistry. Genius and boom. Science and explosion? Hacker. Okay. Hacker is kind of useful. What about a genius hacker? Is a hacktivist. So true. Hacktivist genius. Is anonymous. What about a hacktivist and science? Hacktivism. Anonymous, anonymous, anonymous and science. School and no one. Study and student. It's tough. It's tough trying to recreate math in this. A lot of the paths have changed. So I'm just trying to think of what could be used. I know pi was the easy one last time, but I don't remember how I got pi, to be honest. We have statue. Maybe statue and island will give us New York. Statue of Liberty. Okay. At least we'll get 9/11. It'll give us fractions. Using a tragedy to my benefit. Hades. Oh, it is getting very dark. Tartarus. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Lincoln. Isn't that the guy from Lord of the Rings, Lincoln? That was a bad Northern Lion reference. Well, it's a bad Ghibli reference. 9/11 and 9/11 will give us 922, and hopefully this will give us a regular number soon. Okay, 102. That is a very interesting number. I don't know how that generated. 420 point. I wonder what its significance is. Okay. I don't think it's very important. It's loading, it's loading. Hold? Nope, nothing. What if I study Japan? You learn karate? What if I study karate? You get a black belt, you become a master. A master and a diploma is a degree? Just a graduate. Doctor Who. Master plus paper? I want to get degrees so bad. I want a degree. Accidentally got rid of Japan, but I'll get it back later. Okay, 18/44. It's closer to 1. We're getting... Will this ever get to 1? 108 plus 18 is 124? No. I want to get 1. 10/11 is close. Welcome back. That's a pretty fast meal. That was approximately 13 minutes. I did not feel that time go by, but it also could have been because I was suffering here. I went the 9/11 route to see if I could get numbers and then maybe get pi. It's a lot harder to get pi than you think, though. I don't remember how I got it originally, which is what sucks. 1.11 is close. Ah. But maybe if I like combine these, it would eventually get me close to pi. Because we're kind of close there. Because pi is 3.1415. Also, expect a Pi Day stream where I count digits of pi in a few days. That will be happening very soon. It is struggling with these numbers. 100's a good one. If we could just divide this by 10, that would be great. Nice! I just invented a number. In the game, of course, in the game. Oh yeah, we're going on a streak here then. I'm just gonna keep inventing stuff. We're just gonna keep going. I love that sound. Do not stop. Give me more first discoveries. Come on. People have seen these numbers before? That's not true. That's not possible. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more first discoveries. I want more. Anything to catch that high of the integrals plus that I had last time. This is somewhat math related too, so it's not like I'm off topic. Okay, 100 is our good bet of getting 1. Maybe if I actually try combining it with other stuff, because this kind of means like a pass, right? You study and you get 100, you become a doctor. If you're a doctor and 100, you get a centurion from the Roman Empire. Roman school? It's a gladiator? I don't think so. I don't agree with this. Double Roman is the Roman Empire. I wonder if we could do like Jesus and Roman, get Christian, as expected, and we get Catholicism. Okay. What about Jesus and Roman Empire? Not exactly what I'm trying to go for, but if we study 100, we do good in school. Become a doctor. If we study 100, library 100, book and 100. Millennium. Oh, this might have a relation here. Christ Millennium. Eon. Eternity. This is actually fairly math related. And okay. Okay. Forever. So true. I got my math topics. I got infinity. And I got eternity. School and infinity. I know. It feels like forever. Oh, unfortunate. Student loans comes from college and infinity. Ain't that the truth? I wonder what infinite debt is. The bank. Actually true. All these banks selling debt, betting on debt. Infinite interest? We're gonna go back to loan or something? No. What about if we study for infinity? It's knowledge. Omnipotent. Library and infinity? Null forever and infinity? Immortality. I don't want to look at vampires anymore after they disappointed me. Getting rid of the way of getting to count. I can't get count anymore. Oh, Bill Gates. Welcome back. Penguin and infinity? Just a wild guess. Eternity? Time. Time? 2 time? It's an hourglass. A riddle. Study a riddle? Is a scholar? Study student. We have the student and we need school. What about time hacker? Just a hack. Student hack? What about study hacker? We have infinity though, so what about time and infinity? Yeah. Eternity and time is a clock. What about clock and clock? Nothing we haven't seen before. Time and a riddle is a mystery. What about if we're studying a mystery? We're researching. A mystery in research is science. A mystery in science is magic. Scientists would be very upset if you said that. What if we have school and a mystery? We have Hogwarts. And then we have Harry Potter and then Snape and a bunch of stuff I don't know because I've never seen this. Time Turner. Time travel. Time machine. Time paradox. Okay, paradox can give us some cool stuff. Riddle plus Tom Riddle. Oh, that's one thing I do know. Is that the main antagonist of Harry Potter? What's his name? It's escaping me right now. Voldemort. Is that Voldemort's real name? It's like one of the few things I think I do know. If we study a paradox, we get philosophy. Study philosophy, scholar, philosopher, student and philosopher. Nope, teachers are not philosophers. Student and paradox is a philosopher, paradox a philosopher. What the heck is Zeno? Zeno's paradox? What is Zeno's paradox? A set of paradoxes created by Greek philosopher Zeno of Elea around 490 to 430 BC. Many of these paradoxes argue that contrary to the evidence of one's senses, motion is nothing but an illusion. Sounds like Plato did not like Zeno and Zeno's arguments. Hmm. Interesting. Never heard of Xeno before. What about student and time? What's oxymoron double? Mystery paradox. We are in the loop of nothingness. There's no waste of time learning digits of pi. You can always recount it to somebody later and look really cool, and that's awesome. What's better than looking cool? And the Greek alphabet will be useful for later. You're going to use it a lot in higher level math. It's actually funny. If you go up high enough, we don't have enough letters, so we start using other alphabets. Like, I think it's the Hebrew alphabet for Aleph. Aleph is the symbol for sizes of infinity. Aleph null is the most popular one. It looks like an N, but with squiggly, like, edges and sides to it. I thought I could get somewhere with infinity, because it is a math topic. Unfortunate, but, you know, that's okay. Maybe there's some random combination of things in here that I could do to get to those topics. Future, student in the future, eternity, immortal. Oh my gosh, no way. It's George Washington. I am so honored, but I have many questions for you. But thank you for joining this chat. I know it's been many years since you have passed from this world and a lot has changed, but I'm willing to teach you the new things of this world if you're interested in that, sir. Thank you for creating this country and allowing me to live in it. I guess you didn't really allow me to live in it. It was the people that came after you, but since if you didn't do what you did, then we wouldn't have this country. So I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, George. Thank you, if I can call you George. It's an honor to have you in my YouTube stream. I'm doing something on, it's like a game where you combine things to make other things, almost like cooking. You must know what a computer is to be using this, but I should find George Washington in the game now. I have president. Here, George. I got you. President. Human. Obama. What if I go... I have future. Oh, I kind of want to like go back. If I can get past, I might be able to get the first president. Time machine Obama. Here we go. Maybe this will give us George Washington. Lincoln? Time machine Lincoln? No. Ah, it doesn't go any further. I'm sorry, George. I hope I have not disappointed you. Satoshi Kon. What about future and Obama? Hope? Hope and Lincoln? Hope. Hopes and dreams. Hindsight and president? Hindsight and Obama? 2012? Hindsight in 2012? Why did I give us 2020? It knows about a certain world event. 2024, that's this year. I wonder if it can predict the future. Oh, now it's just going like crazy. Yeah. Present. The present! The future and the present is the past! And then if we get president and we get past, we get history. Oh. What about past and future? It's the present. What about history? History, a story, and a human. A past in the book? I can't seem to get to George Washington. Time plus 2029. $2030, and then it just goes to future. Might be able to go further. 2050. That's not right. 2050 plus future should not be giving us 2040. Why are we going down? Interesting. We're just back to summing numbers again. Man, why can't I get a George Washington? Why is that so hard? Wait, George Washington is on the quarter? Penny. What are the denominations for money here? What coin is George Washington on? The quarter, yeah. I do have penny. Wait. Then maybe I can do like nickel and president. Welcome back. We had George Washington join in the chat, and in honor of George Washington, I am trying to find George Washington in Infinite Craft right now. Buffalo. What happened to Penny? Let me clear things up down here. Coin? Coin's a good one. You can make some cool stuff with this. Money in general. Rich. Richer. Richest. Bill Gates. That's another path to Bill Gates, huh? How do I get to George Washington? We have president. I don't have first. Oop, I accidentally pressed Microsoft Copilot. Okay. Maybe I can try getting quarters still. I think that's my best bet here. It just skipped over quarter. Are you for real? And then dollar and dollar. Nah, how could it do that to me? Okay, we got quarter. And then quarter and president? Washington? But can we get... No. almost there, George. We're almost there. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up this a bit. Apple pie? What are we cooking here? Apple pie is a possibility. Adam, Eve. This is literally the same route as last time. However, this is both like religious and it's also sign for math. Cheat. Okay, it didn't interpret it how I wanted it. Forgiveness. So true. I want it to interpret it as math, though. It's interpreting it religiously, unfortunately. A scholar that is a sinner is a politician. And then a scholar that is a politician is a lawyer. But none of this is math related. I don't care. I don't care. What if we have, like, science? I want it to view it as math. Clone. Frankenstein. It's not interpreting it as math, unfortunately. Yeah, no matter what I do, it's just viewing it like evil. Prisoner. Unfortunate. I got you, George. I got you. I will try to get George Washington. Let me go back to that. I have Washington, but when I combine it with like president, almost everything I combine it with just gives me a Lincoln, George. I'm sorry. You gotta go tell Lincoln like why he's stealing all your glory and fame. Oh! I got you, George. I got you. And now that I have found you in the game, you're going in my corner at the top for fun things I have collected that I don't want to get rid of. I hope you're happy, George. I tried my hardest for you. I wonder what George Washington in school is. George Washington University? The school you founded? Let's get George back out here. This is people that study George, just the president. What about the library? Maybe Library of Congress? George Washington book? Field trip. We're getting a lot of tangential stuff to school, but not getting not really getting what we're looking for. And not getting any closer to math. I am starving too. I've already eaten something today. This is a very small aside, but I had some Reese's Puffs today, and I got some Reese's Puffs that have like Dragon Ball Z. It has like Goku and like Piccolo on it. Unfortunately, I think that those Reese's Puffs are actually like poisoning me. I have no idea what's wrong with them, but I went on the website I Was Poisoned, and it seems to be like a lot of people get really sick when they have Reese's Puffs. All that to say that I am fairly hungry and I would like to find math. So I can eat. Cider? We could try getting pie this way. Maybe I can get like chef. But then chef and apple will give me apple pie. Yes! Does it really? I'm not allergic to nuts, which is why I'm surprised, because I eat peanut butter all the time. Maybe it's just like the sugar concentration in Reese's Puffs. But there's something in that when I eat, it does not make me feel good. Not at all. Okay. We got math. Or so I thought. What the heck is this? I was lied to. I thought pi in school would get us math. No. Why would it do that to me? A date. Apple pie. Maybe apple pie in school give me math? It just gives me lunch. School and lunch. Food fight. I never experienced the food fight growing up, but TV shows always made it seem like it was something very common. Just not true. I could eat some pizza right now. Try to make Google like the number or the tech company. Little light blue and lavender fun fact. I have interned at Google before. It was okay. It was during the era where we were still very online because of COVID. Unfortunately, it wasn't that great of an experience with like learning, but I got paid pretty good. If this had multiplayer, oh yeah, they'd have to make the screen bigger, but I could see that happening. It wouldn't be that hard. You just have to track what every player is doing. If I do solar system plus like computer. Not really what I wanted. Maybe computer and Bill Gates. We could also get Steve Jobs. There are a lot of great examples of games like this. Yeah, the lookup table would be big. You could always start with something small, you know. This does kind of have to generate stuff on the fly. I wonder where it's stored. Maybe later I'll look into like all the requests the server is doing. We are in an era where computers can handle a lot of information. So maybe you really just can have a huge lookup table. We have Microsoft. I will honor George Washington. Virus puts Microsoft on, you get Windows. Windows 8 felt like that for sure. Like also left and right. The only thing I would be thinking of is how would the user be able to be seeing the pipes coming in from every direction, you know? If it were like a platformer, it'd make sense though. Or do you mean like it's multiple pipes coming in at the same time still forward, but you have to like choose left, right, up, and down to dodge? Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be a good thing to work on. Any coding that you do will always improve your skill, so I am a big fan of just coding. Just go out and make something. I see, I see. I didn't know Beat Saber had a 360 mode. What does that look like? Let's see. Holy. Oh, what the heck? That is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's like coming in from like multiple like paths. That is kind of intense. Yes! We have math! We have math! God bless America. It was all thanks to George Washington. Awesome. Best of luck. The hardest thing to do is to start working. Once you start, it gets way easier. Which is why I should hurry up and finish this up so I can go do my schoolwork and not keep procrastinating. So what you want to do is make a Roblox game where the player is effectively Flappy Bird, and you'd be handling the pipes getting sent at them. I'm not too familiar with the server or client stuff for Roblox. That's kind of where that's where I dropped off. It was too much for me at the time. Okay. Let's hurry this up. I'm gonna try making Evangelion. So we have Japan. What's Japan in math? Sudoku? Right. So it'd just be blocks that are invisible to everybody else and coming towards just one person at a time? I mean, you could always make it like the same blocks come to everyone at the same time. Like a multiplayer Flappy Bird, I guess. But this is your thing. I'm not gonna inject myself. That is true. The hardest thing is knowing where to start. Just did a Freudian slip by typing inject into Infinite Craft. Hold on. I'm getting some weird sounds. Sorry about that. It sounded like my neighbors were unclogging their toilet, but it came from inside my room. That was a little weird. Okay. Math and Sudoku gives us a puzzle. So how could we get Evangelion from math and Japan? Evangelion is an anime which is animated So we'd have to get like a show? How would we get anime from Japan? Anime... Computer? Maybe computer? Code? Okay. I do like code. Program. If I have server... Can people actually plant viruses in free models on Roblox? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, is it limited to just the Roblox server, or like, can it actually inject into your computer? I can see how that could happen, but I never experienced that when I was growing up on Roblox. Japan plus America is anime. America. I have president? I see. So it would just like take down that server or something. Gotcha. But they could like mess around with your game on Roblox, and that's still kind of pretty bad. Maybe... Oh, what? That is also pretty bad. You'd think Roblox would put in barriers to avoid that risk. That is scary, and that makes me not want to ever code on Roblox. Not like I was going to, but that is a awful risk to take just to make a Roblox game. I guess that's fair. Things like Gmod also warn you, I think. Like, this is made by somebody else. Our Steam mods on the workshop also warn you. It's just not something I ever encountered where some asset made public is harmful or it's malware. And I'm really trying to get America here. Dang. Yeah, I've heard that Blender has a huge barrier to entry. Definitely not easy. So I do have island. Continent? Okay. From continent, it should be pretty easy to get, like, president. Land, double land, maybe? Will give us Earth and... Try to make Minecraft. Okay. A nice little keyboard input to make the character go up. Minecraft would be like computer game block. Maybe I can get game from like puzzle and code. Code puzzle? Sudoku? I'll try to make Minecraft. It might just be like a process of getting there. Because I don't think I have any of the bases. Any of the basic ideas in order to get like a Minecraft right now. I'm gonna keep going for the America route, because I think that is the best route. I have Asia, China. Okay, wait, that is a country. China and Japan is war. How do I get other continents? Europe? Eurasia? Maybe Europe and Eurasia and Earth is Russia? Siberia? Mammoth? Continent and Earth? It's just land. Earth and land is continent. Pangea and continent. Pangea and Japan. We have Asia. We have Europe and Earth. This gives us France. Berry. Wait, what if I do like New York and... Wouldn't New York and continent maybe give me America? Indeed it did, my friends. Indeed it did. So now one must ask, what is Japan and America combined? The predominant hypothesis is that it's going to give us anime. Is that correct? We have anime. Rainbow plus continent is America. It's an interesting combination. What is rainbow like? Storm and time? Weeb? I used to be a weeaboo. Now I'm a normal human being that still watches anime frequently and still wants to visit Japan. So maybe it never really left me. Manga and anime. Something Obama said. Barack Obama. We got his last name. Anime Obama? What the heck? Have I ever seen Obama in an anime before? I don't think so. Okay, so what are the critical things of Evangelion? We could try doing... Ooh. I remember when I was cooking this up in my head, it was like Adam. But then I think if I do Adam and anime, it's going to give me Evangelion. Server and Twitter. Did they change it? I just get tweet. Yeah, throwback to integral plus 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 plus. Good times. Amazon? This is pretty close to Google. I'm almost there. I have Amazon and Microsoft. I might be able to finally get Google. But what's something like tied to Google that I can extrapolate from these? Google is... what in relation to these? Kindle? I got myself a Kobo for reading a while back. Pretty nice. go. We are creating stuff like crazy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Amazon Prime? I must have combined it with Obama accidentally. Lots of combinations. Okay. Math plus Adam gives us Eve. Math plus Eve. We'll do Eve in Japan. Geisha. Maybe I needed to do anime. Sailor Moon. Adam and Sailor Moon. Sailor Adam. Pog. New Sailor Moon anime. Sailor Moon's lost brother. Sailor America. Captain America. What about otaku in math? Just a mathematician? Yeah, that's about right. Naruto. Okay, math and Naruto. Boruto. Another... We could try getting Lilith. That's probably... Lilith is a pretty predominant character in Evangelion. Okay, let's do anime and Adam. Just gives us manga. The next big thing in anime for Evangelion is like Gundam, or like a robot. We don't have robot, but we do have engineer. I think it was like computer and engineer. Maybe like science and engineer. Was it rocket? I'm an otaku, an astronaut, space otaku. Astro Boy. If you have not seen the show Pluto on Netflix, huge recommendation. It is a reimagining of Astro Boy. Gundam and anime. Mecha. Oh, I didn't get it. Japan and Gundam. Anime and mecha. Let's do... Goku. Dragon Ball. Rip to... Shoot. Rip to Toriyama. He was a real one. I grew up on Dragon Ball. Well, I grew up specifically on Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball, but... May he rest in peace. Alright, so... Dragon Ball Z. I did grow up on Dragon Ball Z. What about Astro Boy and Dragon Ball Z? Just Goku. Goku and Pi. What about Math and Goku? Gohan. Moon plus astronaut. I can see that. I can see that. Let me actually do what you asked. Moon. Let me just clean up some of this. Randomly combine stuff. Just get it out of here. Stuff that's not going to be that useful. Okay, you said moon and astronaut. We got moonwalk instead. And then Michael Jackson? What about moonwalk in Japan? Japan and Michael Jackson? Moon in Japan. Get sushi. One of the reasons I want to visit Japan is I just want to eat. I am a big food enjoyer. I know that's a very common human trait, but I enjoy eating a lot. And I've heard that Japan has very good quality food. You should change the autocomplete on any devices you have so that no changes to nitrogen monoxide. Yeah, I am a big food enjoyer, and I think as a human you kind of have to be, but there are some people that would genuinely opt for like an Amazon pill, which is like maybe in the future we will just be able to buy pills that are like the sufficient calories we need for a day, and you just take that pill and you don't have to eat anymore. And I think some people would opt for that just because they want to optimize their life. And I might usually say good for them, but no, I think that's really bad for you. But me personally, I love the taste of Indian food. I love the taste of chicken katsu. Delicious. I love chicken katsu, and I would love to have it authentic in the actual country that it comes from. And I would love to have pork katsu. I know Japan has a lot of seafood, but they also have a lot of other delicious dishes that I would love to try out. Maybe one day, maybe one day. For now, I'll just have to deal with Japanese food made in America. Okay. Maybe one day we'll be able to just have really good tasting food with low calories. I used to be super anti-diet soda pilled. Somebody put it in my brain a while back that some of the ingredients in diet soda is super bad for you. And I'm not sure on the validity of that anymore. I export a lot of my opinions on things to my favorite Twitch streamer, Northernline. And so when he said that there was not really any good reason to think diet soda is bad for you, and it probably is just like mediocre for you, just doesn't do anything, I was like, oh yeah, for real? And I drink like a diet soda a day now. It's easy to get into the habit of eating a lot of food, unfortunately. I snack a lot, so I'll go into work and I'll snack, and then I'll have food, like lunch, and then I'll finish that, and then I'll have another snack, and then if there's dinner, I'll have dinner, and then I'll come home and then I'll snack more. Computer plus Steve Jobs. But what can I say? I got that dog in me. Got Apple. That dog that likes eating. You know what, George? I can't get a cherry tree, but maybe I can get a apple tree. Nah, it just gives me an apple, I'm sorry. Apple orchard. iCloud. Evangelion. What are other things in Evangelion? It is like heavily religious themed. Has very big religion themes. Theology and anime. Out of all anime I've watched, it's probably like well, well, well. What do we have here? Our goal. I didn't really get to it with math, so it's a little bit of a clickbait, but that's the nature of the game, baby. I need to make something that's very YouTube shortable. So how can I somehow get from math to theology. Theodicy. If you're not familiar, theodicy is the problem of evil, and arguments for and against the problem of evil. If you're not familiar with the problem of evil, it is the question that if an omnipotent, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-good God exists, why does evil exist? It's a very interesting field of philosophy. Yeah, you're gonna have to do some collisions on those pipes coming in. Does Roblox not handle collisions for you? I've done a little bit of work on Game Maker, and I know that they have their own collision code, so you don't have to worry about checking if things are in the same bounding box. Right, you're subtracting the Y position. You're forcing it to go down. Okay. I have to somehow make this look like I'm gonna get to Evangelion using Japan in math. This would be great for a YouTube short. And if anybody watches this afterwards, no, I didn't. Okay, so let me see if I can do this quickly, and then I'll do it in like less than 30 seconds, so I can easily YouTube short this for a post tonight. Japan plus Jesus. Maybe Buddha. Japan plus Jesus is anime. Oh! You get the whole thing. You get Neon Genesis Evangelion. Japan, Christ. Very cool, very cool. Japanimation. You know, maybe I won't YouTube short this. Alright. I'll give us like another 9 minutes. If there's anything you want me to make, let me know now, and I'll make my way towards it. Otherwise, I'm going to pop up Nerdle and finish it here, because I accomplished my goal of creating Evangelion. We also got Asuka. How did we get Asuka? Shinji! We got Shinji! I wonder what Asuka and Shinji combined do. Just Evangelion. We have a Gundam. We have Mecha. Shinji. How does it go? Shinji try getting in. No, Shinji get in the robot. Get in the Eva. Right. Mountain. I do have Mountain. Where is that mountain? It's called Celeste, right? Celeste is the name of the mountain. I could visit it sometime. I live pretty close to Vancouver. I'm in like the general vicinity. Twitter plus Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, that does not combine. Tweet? Maybe Twitter plus Amazon. Amazon. Maybe Penguin plus Twitter. Maybe Stress plus Twitter. Failure. Okay. So if I get Canada, I have America. If I get like America but cold, or like ice, bet that's Canada. I have no idea who this is. America plus snow is Canada. Yep. America, Balboa. Canada and mountain gives us Rocky, which makes sense because the Rocky Mountains do cut in. I think we are getting some mountains though. It might be hard to get that specific mountain. Is there anything related to that game? Is like music? It's also a video game, but I could try getting a video game. That would be like puzzle and oh, I didn't know. That makes more sense that it's just a drink name. Huh. Thanks. I didn't know that. That makes sense why I've seen it at certain restaurants before. Puzzle and computer might be game. Let's see. Puzzle and laptop? Man, it just goes back to hacker. Maybe Sudoku and computer? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. A riddle and code is a cipher. Okay, a riddle and a program might give us something better than just a hacker. No. A riddle and a laptop? Knowledge plus Twitter? Seems like Twitter gets stuck. Wisdom. That's a cool one though. Oedipus? Ew. Celeste. What could form Celeste? We have Canada, but getting video game is just... I'm struggling. Do we have any other games? We can try getting games through Japan. Like Japan and computer. Okay. And Nintendo and computer is game. And game in Canada is not really what I wanted. Maybe like mountain and game? Ah, I see. If I could get coast, maybe island? Because Vancouver Island is a thing? Let's get Greenland. Celeste Mountain. It's on Vancouver Island. Okay. So Vancouver wouldn't be that hard to find, I think. I think I've gotten it before in a previous run. Let's try clock plus Jesus. Just gives us time. Resurrection. Easter egg. Canada? What are some cool things about British Columbia? What if we did like island and we try to get coast? I don't think I have coast or beach. I do have beach. Canada and beach? Vancouver! Okay. Vancouver and mountain? Whistler, what the heck? Easter egg. I tried reading the Ready Player One book, or listening to the audiobook about like a year ago. It was so depressing at the introduction. Easter egg and movie. I do not have movie, unfortunately. I don't have show. I don't really have any like type of media. Maybe like Easter egg and game. What about Nintendo in game? We're gonna get Mario. Okay, we're getting some consoles. What the heck is a Whistler, man? We got British Columbia. I'm a little crowded here. Maybe game in Vancouver. EA? EA is related. EA Vancouver. That is a weird word. Okay. Gamer. Indeed. Gaming. What about Gaming Mountain? Game Mountain? Maybe Mario Mountain? I do not have garden, I don't think so. But I do have plant. Let's see. I do not have that, but I can probably get garden pretty easy. Maybe not so easily. Rip. Still trying to get Celeste. British Columbia and Mario. Super Mario. It'd be nice if I could get like a platformer. But that's such a generic term, it's not a specific thing. Mountain plus British Columbia. It gives us Vancouver, and then Mountain in Vancouver gives us something else. Whistler. I have no idea what that is. I think it's related to the Winter Olympic Games. I'm not too sure though. Let's see. We have Vancouver. Celeste is a mountain. It's a platformer game. Maybe Mario in game will give me like a platformer. It just gives me Nintendo. Infinite jump, Flappy Bird, go into space. Might be a little hard to find Celeste, but I'm sure there's a way. What are some other themes? Jump? Jump game? I don't know how I'd get jump. Hmm. I can't think of any other themes. Indie maybe? Indie game? But then again, it's like, how would I get indie? Just seems like a lot of work right now. But this has been very fun. And I think I think I'll end it here. Because it's been going on for a while, and I only intended this for be like an hour and a half. I'll do Nintendo and computer, and if I can go on one last string of things, just gives me game. Gamer and consoles addict. You heard it here. Don't be addicts. Thank you to everyone that joined. Thank you for making this fun. It's only fun when there's people being interactive and playing with this, or playing this game with me too. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And I wish you the best of luck in everything else you have left for today. Please check out my other content, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Maybe expect a stream like Sunday or Tuesday. It'll probably be a vertical live stream where I'm doing some Nerdle or Primal or some similar Wordle type games. And expect another stream this time next Saturday. Thank you to everyone that joined, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.